I've been using Tello for the last 4 months, and I'm going to tell you guys about my experience after switching over from my previous carrier, the app experience and the dashboard that they have, the service, and some niche items that I don't think everyone knows about them. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What's good, everybody? It's your boy Everton. I've been on Tello, like I said, for 4 months, and I have, not going to bury the lead here, it is definitely a good service. I am happy that I made the switch. I actually got it on a promotion, and actually, this is actually Tello's 10th year anniversary. So they've been in business for 10 years, and they actually have a promotion that they're running right now. It's $10 for the first 3 months for nearly all of their plans. It's every plan that's typically above $10. You can get that from $10 all the way up to their unlimited plan. So I'll definitely leave a link to that sale. Now, just a heads up, there are a couple requirements that I'll go over really quickly. So number one, it's slated to end on the 13th of May. So they can extend it. If they do, I'll leave that in the description. You have to maintain good service. And if you decide to downgrade your plan while you're on the promotion, you do lose out on the promotion immediately. So if you're gonna have the service, definitely keep the service going at the $10 promotion, and then you can continue to receive it. And after the first 3 months, then you go into the traditional pricing that they have. I am on a promotional plan with them as well. Taxes and fees make it about $10.40 Let's go ahead and talk about the service overall. And remember, once again, there is a link in the description to this deal. So what's my experience with coming to Tello? Well, let's talk about the data first, because I feel like that's where the biggest impact can be felt. The service is blazing fast. I absolutely love it. In fact, I have another carrier that uses T-Mobile's infrastructure because that's what Tello uses. Sometimes there was some inconsistency with that other carrier. Tello has really good consistency. The data always seems to be really fast. Now, if you don't know about Tello, kind of their whole niche or their setup is that you have a lot more customization with how you set up the plan. So you can actually choose the allotment of data that you want and customize it. And you can also choose the amount of minutes that you want as well. Now, there has been sort of a streamlining, so they have less customization than they've had before. Now, the only minutes option is really you can have no minutes, 300 minutes, or unlimited minutes. That's a little bit less options that you have, but at the same time, it just makes it easier to choose. I think a lot of people did maybe find it a little bit confusing. The data customization, which you want to have for as far as how much data you can get per month, is really where you can fine tune that sweet spot and really get a plan that works for you, not only for your price point, but also your data requirements. The service was, like I said, very blazing fast. I love the performance, and I was able to stream and, basically do everything that I wanted to do with the data. The way it performs, that it actually penetrates to buildings really well. Now, this is not specific to necessarily just Tello. It benefits from using T-Mobile's infrastructure. T-Mobile bought a license, it's like for a 600 spectrum that used to be used to get television, television data into homes. They now retired that spectrum, and then when TVs went digital, then the wireless industry was able to utilize it. T-Mobile bought it, and now Tello inherits that, that 600 megahertz spectrum, which gets data into indoors really well. Yeah, most carriers get data indoors, right? That's fine. But I've noticed that for really challenging situations, whenever I'm in like an unknown place, like Tello is the only carrier that really kind of penetrates to, or T-Mobile carriers. And I have all three carriers. I use AT&T with US Mobile. I use, Visible, their Visible Plus Pro plan. And I also have Tello. And Tello is the one that consistently gets, service indoors. So if you're a person like me and you live in a hot climate, or you're just not outdoors as much, you know what I mean? Like you spend a lot of your time indoors, Tello will come to the rescue, at least in my experience. Call quality is good too. Really, it's fine, right? Like, hey, it's 2026. Call quality has been perfected amongst all carriers. I don't really have any dead spots or any dead zones or anything like that. No one asking me, hey man, I can't hear you. So, call quality is great. One thing I will tell you about most carriers is that the service is going to be fine. What you're really coming to a prepaid carrier for is for, lower pricing. But after that, what else do you have to offer? What they offer is the app experience and technology on top of that, and customer service. The app experience for Tello is one of the more detailed ones that you'll have out there. So I think it's really good. You can actually see a lot of useful information. You can see your usage packets of data historically. You can also see how many minutes used, because it does have a limited minutes option that you can have. So having that data is valuable. Secondly, though, you can also gauge to see, hey, are you really on the right plan? And I think that's one of the best things about Tello, is that you have a lot of customization, and the customization actually moves on from there. It's actually a really customizable plan where after, let's just say after you complete your first 3 months, you're on unlimited, and you're like, you know what? Unlimited is cool, but you know what? Since I'm going to have to pay for a different plan, let me maybe not go to unlimited. Maybe I'm not using that much. Then you can adjust as you need to. You don't have to be locked in to a very long plan, and you can adjust literally the day that you decide to. So I think it's usually with other carriers, you have to wait until that monthly billing cycle is over. You can set what you want to do on the next starting date. No, with Tello, you can change what you want at any point in time and just pay it going forward, and that'll start your brand new month. Now, there is a benefit to staying on the unlimited plan for Tello. They seem like they're really pushing the unlimited plan. Just a heads up, they do offer a rollover data option. So there's some criteria to meet. So I'm just going to give you a little bit of information. With their rollover data, what it essentially is, let's just say that you have a set amount of data, it's unlimited, and it's 50 gigabytes of data. That's what they consider unlimited on Tello. Let's just say you only use 25 one month. Well, that extra 25 that you don't have will roll over into the next month, right? So now you'll not only get the 50 month that you get every month, but you get 25 on top of that. So 75 gigabytes entirely for the next month. And that actually comes after you've been with the service for an entire year. So they're trying to promote like, hey, stay with our service. We are going to reward you after you stay with us for not only over a year, but with the unlimited plan. This is restricted to just the unlimited plan. But yeah, that's something that I think is a super good resource to have. But not only that, their international rates are ridiculously cheap. I mean, I think this is a really good overall plan. Especially now is really a good time to sign up since they have the deal. I've been looking around. Not a lot of deals are going on right now. In the wireless carrier space, Tello's kind of like the only one that's really aggressively pushing this deal. So yeah, I mean, I think the service has been very good. Service speeds, like I said, are great. The app and customer service, I mean, they can start customer service with the phone number, which is a lot of the cost saving methods that most companies do have. You don't have the ability to get a customer service rep. They have a 24/7 customer service representative that you can call. But if you're one like me and you want to start it through chat, you don't really need to talk to somebody over the phone. Sometimes I'm at work and I'm trying to resolve an issue. My preference is always, hey, let's do this through chat. That way I don't have to call someone. So I like the flexibility that this company offers. And FYI, it's not just for like low cost. The service is actually really good. Like they're underrated when it comes to their app performance. So, but at the end of the day, I think that this is an amazing deal that you have that's going on right now, and the services are pretty cool. But if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. But until next time, I'm Everton, and I do videos Everton's way. Peace.